So greetings from West Virginia once again and New River Gorge National Park. Just got done with an absolutely amazing camp down at the Glades campground right along the New River. It was one of my most favorite campsites, I think, ever. Just beautiful down there, slept great. But now we're just a little ways up. We're gonna hike the Glades Creek Trail. Let me show you. So there's a little bit of parking here, but just down that way there's a little bit more parking and the campground is down there. But here's our trail. Check this out, there's the creek, that's Glades Creek. It flows right into the New River, which is just down there. Amazing. But yeah, here's a map. So we're parked here, we're gonna head maybe about up to here somewhere. There's a waterfall right here in this area. There's a larger one up further, but I'm not gonna make it up there today. I'm just headed up to what's called the Glades Creek Falls. About a 10-foot high waterfall, the big pool area. Only about a mile up here. Be a nice hike this morning. There is one up, maybe a 3 or 4 mile hike called Kate's Falls. But I don't have time for that this morning, so I don't really want to rush. I do have to make my way home today too. So about a 6-hour drive home. It's just absolutely beautiful. Look at the creek, all kinds of cascades down there. Yes, this view up here is amazing. Check that out. Wow. Just full of cascades up there. Waterfall after waterfall after waterfall. All right, but let's keep going. Every time I turn the camera off, I have to turn it right back on again. Yeah, just beautiful back here, just lush green. Hear the sound of the creek. I will say you have to be careful with some of the park maps. I guess this one is fairly new. A lot of them don't have this one up here labeled Glade Falls. And a lot of them label this trail we're on as a 4-wheel drive road. And that it is most certainly not. So, I mean, it makes it sound like you could drive up here, but you can't. So, it gets a bit confusing. I've looked at a number of different maps. They all kind of say different things. So this has just been an amazing trip these past 3 days. You know, it's hard to remember, I was just up at Mount Rogers, the highest point in Virginia. That was a magical hike. And yesterday we did that drive up the high point in Kentucky too. Wow. And the campsite last night. But a big thank you to my viewers, my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing stuff like this. And I'm happy. I met a lot of you in the most recent meetup. I'm glad that I can. A lot of you mentioned that you can't do these things yourself for different reasons. So I'm glad that I can come out here and do this for you guys too. Show you these places. You know, for two reasons. For places, if you can visit mosquitoes, if you can visit and hike to places like this, I want to show, hey, come here. This place is awesome. And for those of you who can't or won't ever be able to come to places like this, just to take you along with me. Let's take this little side trail. This looks epic over here. Well, maybe not epic, but very awesome. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, there's kind of a trail right next to the trail, so let's just stay here. Let's check out these flowers. I'm not quite sure what these are. I'm out of my home area. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just so many spots to peek in and see the beautiful cascades. Wow. This is fast becoming one of my favorite trails. Of course, we've had a lot of rain recently, so the water's flowing nicely. So we should be approaching this waterfall. It's almost 9:30. Left the parking area around 9, so about half an hour per mile. I'm just taking it easy, so we should soon be there time-wise. And now my favorite bird song is, my favorite bird is singing. It was. There it is. The wood thrush. Well, now it's quiet. Oh, there, every time I talk, it wants to sing. All right. There it is. So I do see a side trail going under these rhododendrons. Look at a quick take it. I don't want to miss the waterfall. It is some kind of side trail, so maybe that's why it's not listed on maps. I guess this is a trail. Oh, these. I got a duck. Well, regardless, this is taking us down to the river, the creek. Not our waterfall, oh, there is, kind of is one right there. But I don't think this is what we're looking for. Although it is a nice spot with the campfire and everything. This might be it up here. There's definitely a fall up here. yeah, check that out. Not sure we can get down there, but Alright, there's a path down, which isn't too difficult. So let's turn around. Wow. Alright, made it all the way down. And check this out. Wow. Notice too, there's a rock wall up there. Awesome place. This is just a beautiful, amazing spot. And I could sit here for several hours, but man, I gotta tear myself away. Gotta get going. Maybe we'll sit just a little longer. Alright, farewell, beautiful place. But like I said earlier, if you had the time and wanted to, another couple miles up is a larger waterfall. Kate's Falls. But yeah, folks, if you can get out, make it to places like this, you know, there are hassles. There's a lot of driving, some other things like, you know, dealing with rain, getting wet and stuff like that. But it's worth it in the end. That place is just beautiful. Plus all the other spots on this trip. So yeah, if you can get out, do so. Don't wait. And now we have the pleasant, slightly downhill stroll back with my favorite bird song. There it is. Alright, just about back at the parking lot. Absolutely love this place. Definitely worth coming. So that will bring this video to an end. We're going to hop in a Jeep and head to the northern part of the park. Not sure how far what drive that'll be, but we're going to hike the Endless Wall Trail and Diamond Point. That's the plan. Should be some epic views up there. But thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.